And so, you're on the next Hinnom section. This will be turns 45 to 50. And basically, Russ is coming back. So Urmor kindly gave us 5 fire gems. Said, if you look to be in trouble, hit me up. We searched for magic sites. We found an ancient temple, which is a pretty rare astral site. We found a wolf oak, another one, and we found a garden of bones. There was a few battles this turn. Atlantis attacking Vanheim with this weird mercenary army. This time, Vanheim actually has a real force here, including his god. We can see his bless here is full-on brain-dead, like power-up Vanheir mode. Which is fine. Vanheirs are strong units. It's a solid build. Yeah, Vanheirs are pretty strong. I don't really know if his god did anything here to contribute, but the Vanheirs could handle this on their own. I am curious, though, if Atlantis brought a real big army, you know, maybe with like 20, 30 living pillars, if he actually could have killed Vanheim's god in this battle, instead of, you know, what we got. There was a battle in Osmark, because Vanheim is reaching out with some herdmen, along with a Vanadrot, to attack me. I just have some... I think this is like 7 province defense, just to wait off bad events, or maybe it got upped a little bit. I actually popped the glamour on his Vanadrot, but unfortunately don't kill it. Do kill a herdman. And this is Russ moving in with his army. His army here is, yeah, sort of as expected. It appears to be every mage in his country that he had left after that battle, including his god. So it seems he's just doing like a suicide attack on me. Some of his priests are scripted to just charge forward with their daggers and stab. I don't win the battle. In fact, my PD gets, like, I think they got charmed, or their mind was enslaved, because he turned to the other side. Yeah, he gets converted to, enslaved mind. That's what happens. Some of my noble men get converted. Here is Lanka storming the fort. There is nothing inside. This is actually my fort that I built a while ago, but Vanheim improved upon it. But this is a good opportunity to look at what Lanka's fielding. He's got this woman here, woman? It is a woman, wow. Scripted to cast, like, Howl, I think. Yeah, he's got these, like, sacred blood-summoned units, which are okay, but their protection really sucks, and they have Chaos Power, which is also bad. Like, you can see Chaos Power's hurting them here. But they're alright, they hit hard. Fiends of Darkness are much more scary. Nothing really to be said here. This is his Bless. I think we knew this already. It's a pretty high level Bless. Blood Surge, Invulnerability, Regeneration, Fire Resistance. I don't know what the AI is doing here. Why are they not shifting over to the south side? Cast Swarm a few times. Raise Dead. He even cast some imps. He's got an Enchantress in this battle. Yeah, some neat magic deployed. We find some gems randomly after following some fabulous beast and picking up its waste. And then we find a big treasure. A bunch of gold, some gems, and a hardwood club. And we lose some Dominion in Norville thanks to a sectarian movement. I think I want to give the club to this guy, just so that way he can have something to defend himself with. But we're researching again now that the lab's been built, and these are the gems that I'm making from this province, by the way. 1 nature, 1 astral, and 1 death, which is cool. I need more gems. I've got a lot of blood slaves, though. I did a lot of very efficient hunting. Sending a lesser horror down over here to Osmark, just to weaken this army down here a little bit. Otherwise, just researching. We're going to hit blood 7 next turn. Rebuilding the lab down here so I can deposit these blood slaves and start building lizard shamans again. Making charioteers because I imagine that I will, since he doesn't have like an actual army, Russ doesn't actually have a real army, I think, okay, I could take my really fast guys and just sort of rush his mages, and maybe that'll work. That's my thought process going into that anyway. So, on to turn 47. Lanka gives us a bunch of gems in order to help us win against Vanheim. This is me sending the horrors out to attack Vanheim. These horrors are belly maws. They're pretty good units. They hit really hard 5 times. Yeah, they're extremely damaging units that are stronger in magic provinces, so they're getting buffed big time by my stuff. But they don't have super high protection. And herdmen hit pretty hard. So yeah, you can see before they were really allowed to do a lot of damage, like some of these herdmen got messed up. This guy he's weakened, and this guy, strength has been stolen from him. Permanently reduced strength. And he took some battle wounds too. But they just didn't really have the protection to stand up to a sustained battle. But that's alright. I sent a minor horror out. I spent like a few blood slaves to kill 2 herdmen. That's alright with me. And here he is taking that army and just assassinating more of my province defense. Some of those dagger men actually assassinate some of the herdmen. These wolf tribe are actually really good with their daggers. Yeah, they just 6 attacks per square is pretty terrifying. It's actually kind of the same as a herdman. One of my commanders died from disease. Russ is building up troops over here. He's reinforced this army with great bears, and he's also recruited these raptors as mercenaries, so now I have to be worried about an attack rear command. But that's okay. That gave me time to get blood 7, and I'm immediately calling Father Ill-Earth, and I'm praying that he has not already been summoned by Lanka, perhaps. Oh yeah, I see a fort over here is being sieged by a big Urmorian army. So, and Urmor now owns these provinces down here, and I definitely recall these were owned by Femoria. So Femoria is just being squeezed into basically his cap and nothing else. I think Lanka is preparing to invade and take these provinces away from Urmor. I don't know why this province went indie. Where are we? Turn 47. So turn 48. We get a new message from Atlantis. Atlantis calls Vanheim Urmor's dog. Atlantis is asking for help. And they have an overwhelming amount of summer lions complemented by their legions. Please attack now. And we cast Father Ill-Earth, and we get the guy. He actually shows up, so we get Father Ill-Earth first, which is nice. An unnatural world has come upon the people of the world. So the Well of Misery has opened up, which is pretty scary. There was a battle in the Rim Mountains, Lanka attacking Vanheim. This is just like with a dumb thug. Nothing really to say about this guy. He just has lowish encumbrance. He's got some reinvigoration shoes, MR, Flesh Eater's a very strong attack, and he's got this Gore helmet, Vine Shield. Vine Shield's such a good item. Yeah, I mean against like PD, it's no trouble. Cast Mirror Image on himself, Misform. He's good to go. The poor militia can't do anything against this demon. Vanheim PD is generally pretty scary because of their, well, whatever that thing is. What's he called? Van Heers? Yeah, because they're a level 1 air mage. We look for blood slaves, we don't find any. This is Russ walking with the army that he's brought. He's sort of separated his mages out a little bit. He's got a lot of bearers. His god has still a tremendous amount of gems. He's got a lot of expensive cap-only mages out here. These Thunder Priests. He's got more Perkunus. He even has some of his Throne crystal mages over here. Did that one get his mind burned? He did. He got mute. How unlucky. So the fort is being sieged. The fort is being sieged, and this is just Lanka killing province defense. Lanka is doing a full-on invasion of Vanheim presently, which is good, because I really can't afford to fight Vanheim off from taking these provinces from me. I have to defend myself against Russ. So my strategy this battle is basically the same strategy as last time, except I have even less to work with. I'm bunching up all my units in a big cluster to really make sure the raptors aren't gonna kill my backline, because I'm really worried about that. This does put me in prime lightning bolt positioning. Casting Swarm, casting Howl twice, just in case one of these guys gets killed. It'll go up by the other person. Even this guy, I have him casting Howl, again, just in case. But I'm really burning all my gems. All my fire gems are being spent here. Almost all my nature gems. Yeah, just throwing everything I have into the defense of this fort. Because if I can't hold this, there's not much left in my capital. I've got these units over here to hold an attack to eliminate any raptors in the back. I did give him the club, as it turns out. So, and the fort is broken. They cracked it instantly. So all that remains to be seen is, do we defend ourselves on turn 49? So we get enchantment 6. Moria gets a new prophet, whatever. We, after 11-minute fast castle was exterminated, we could get a new one. We take control of this province from Russ, because he actually had no PD in this province, so I sneak in a scout behind it and have him attack the province. I think it's the limp, crippled guy without an arm. So he goes and he takes this province back from Russ, which means if Russ loses the battle in the fort, his guys don't retreat, because they've got nowhere to retreat to. Okay, so this is sort of do or die. I have much less than Russ does. Like, I have a lot of Amis, but this is like 3,000 gold worth of Amis. I don't know how much he has, but I mean, he's got more of these wizards than I do, and I think they cost a comparable amount to the Amis. So, we'll see. So the raptors descend on our backline as predicted, and thankfully the Dawn Guard hold them up. We both cast Howl, he casts Natural Storm. I've got skeletons and fire elementals still holding the bears at the front gates, just like in the first battle. And these lightning bolts are just ripping me up. Like you can see, because my guys are so clustered together, the lightning strikes are doing AoE damage to all adjacent squares, and it's pretty nasty. At the same time, though, Russ has a bunch of mages isolated, unprotected, so my wolves... He casted Wrathful Skies, by the way. My wolves are coming up and just, like, poking his mages in the back, because they're completely undefended. He has a lot of air elementals this time, though. Also, very luckily for me, he has these air elementals which could definitely murder my mage line very quickly, but they're up here fighting these fire elementals instead. I guess just because they're closer. And this is an unfortunate repeat of the last battle. Some guy goes off script and casts Growing Fury again, and so some of Russ's mages get poked by something, and they just go berserk, and they just run in. Again, they're expensive, cap-only, slow-to-recruit mages just get mad, and they run in with their axe, hoping to chop up, I don't know, a fire elemental? A skeleton? I've got like one Jewish guy left. But you could see most of my mage line has been eliminated from Wrathful Skies and Lightning Bolt spam. But he doesn't have very much left, just a few bears, and his mages just keep pouring in. Berserking, hungry to kill, and it doesn't help that my wolves are proccing his berserk. Like, they're going up behind the mages, nibbling at their heels, and then they go rah, and they just run in, and yeah, it's really unfortunate. So their mages keep flooding in to fight me. And eventually the guy who casted Howl runs into, and so the wolves turn off. And there's nothing left. Just this one woman who gets cooked. And we did it. It was at great cost. We lost almost everything. But Russ really did lose everything, because he couldn't retreat from this battle. I cut off his only retreat. So his god died too. All these Thunder Priests died. He lost over 10,000 gold worth of units here. An unrecoverable defeat. And an amazing, super close victory for me. It absolutely could have gone in his favor. It was very close. And I would not say my strategy was bulletproof or anything, and like it enabled me to win. Unfortunately, Orev, who's celebrating his victory, drinking the blood of children, was hanging out in this province for a little too long, and he's still kind of mutilated from that battle. So the Wild Hunt guy just shows up and like sicks his dogs on him and takes him out. And I don't know why I brought this Cohen over here to this province. I mean, I have him scripted to retreat, but even against like this sort of magical assassination, all units just die on a retreat. We get some of our Horite Shamans back as white mages, because I twice-born them. One of them got soul slayed, so he's not coming back. But anyway, we did it. We held off Russ, and we took the province. Also, I checked global enchantments. This happened, I think, 1 or 2 turns ago, before the Well of Misery went up, which generates 21 death gems each month, which is just like, okay, Lanka's balling out of control and, like, snowballing to victory. But Ermor casted Stellar Focus, and now it's gone, so I have to assume Lanka dispelled it. Which sort of makes me think maybe I don't want to cast Stellar Focus. Maybe I should just not do that at all. Just avoid it entirely. Because it's not a very high level. Like, you only put in 30 Astral Pearls. Dispel could very easily take that out. This turn I'm researching. I got out Father Ill-Earth, and this is what I have him equipped with. The Wraith Sword is... I don't know. I just put it on him because it has, like, Life Drain, and that's cool. But he hits super hard. He hits more often than not. I gave him this Gore helmet for another attack. His protection is already extremely high, and it's all natural. All natural protection. And I have him casting Iron Skin too, to make him even tankier. This thing for more damage, more chance to hit, and his biggest weakness is getting, like, blasted with some insta-kill spell, so I gave him more magic resistance. So he's pretty good. Like, this guy is, he's pretty tanky. But I have him researching currently. No, I don't. I have him empowering in Earth. Yes, because I want to get Earthblood Deepwell. So that is the plan presently. Did anything else happen this turn? No, just Urmor still sieging this province. Oh, Lanka took this, as we could see. So Lanka is helping Femoria. We're like helping himself to Femoria's land. Lanka is growing fat and looks like he's in the best position to win the game, assuming Niflheim is not invading him at all. And I think Lanka is also attacking Russ, which is obviously a very smart decision. Like, I have personally eliminated Russ from the game, practically. It costed me everything, but we did do it. Lanka taking his thug and walking through my provinces. I think he's just sending this guy back home, but then on turn 50, we empower an Earth. We search for magic sites. We don't find any. He goes and he hits our fort over here. Yeah, and this thing, okay, so my thinking was maybe the hunt effect, like, it's an assassination, right? So maybe it happens in the turn order, in turn priority. Maybe it happens after movement occurs, so I could sneak a lizard into the Walnut Woods. That was my profit, by the way. I could sneak him into the Walnut Woods and have him claim the throne. But, wow, I threw away an Owlquill on that. That was stupid of me. But as soon as he walks into... It's like, no, the assassination happens after movement. So, had to, unfortunately, pay the price of throwing away another lizard. I think I have, like, yeah, I have Owlquills galore. I really should be handing them out. Like, this guy could hold one. I just forgot to do that. But I'm sending this Horite Shaman down here to take this province with Horde of Skeletons, and I'm sending this army over here to reclaim this. Hopefully I can get some Death Gem income back from this, as my Death Gem income is in the toilet. And if Lanka really is determined to siege this fort, there's nothing I can do about it. And you know what? Let's just go to the current date, because we are presently on turn 51. So Lanka claimed another throne, the Throne of Earth. Here's Lanka attacking Russ in the Lightless Cavern. Wow, super high frame rate with this woman. These are pretty good mages. Damage reversal is a scary thing. High air, high blood. Yeah, that's kind of all you need to thug. Like, Mist Form, alright, she's got her big dumb blessing. She even has reinvigoration now because of the Earth Throne. Yeah, it just kills the commander in the back and takes the province. Proclamation from Russ. Russ proclaimed a new prophet. Here's Atlantis attacking Urmor. Just some PD here on this fort, but Atlantis has brought a lot of these dumb sea trolls. He's got a lot of these living pillars, and he's got a lot of basalt queens, or kings, sorry. He's got some mages of the deep too. I don't really know what his plan is. He does have a basalt queen up in front to priest up the army, but these guys, they have no equipment. Like, they don't even have that many gems. I'm not sure what they're supposed to cast. Yeah, there was like nothing here. I guess Ermor retreated with his army that he had over here. So he took the province in Norville, which is the one Lanka took, so he didn't leave any PD. He was just passing through. Here's my guy spamming Horde of Skeletons. We get out some lucky Jews in the front, but unfortunately he gets pinged with a random stone, and he's like, alright, I'm out of here. So as soon as he wakes up from his exhaustion, he will run away. Which is unfortunate, because we really could have won this battle. And he does successfully retreat. We get a wave breaker randomly, which is really nice. Unfortunately, my scout in Femoria gets picked off. Sad. We see that the fort over here on this throne is cracked open, so there should be a battle in there next turn. And I'm just moving around to take these provinces back. Maybe with a Horite Shaman and all these Hoburgs we can do it this time. I was forging a crystal coin to put on my god so he could cast Stellar Focus, but I'm not gonna do that actually. I want to save my Earth Gems for Earthblood Deepwell, and I'm gonna have to alchemize gems to pull that off anyway. Crystal Coin eats up a lot of Earth Gems, and it eats up Astral Pearls too, which are the best for alchemy. And since Stellar Focus got dispelled anyway, like immediately, the turn it came up it was dispelled, I just don't even want to touch that. We'll get enchantment in 3 turns, so I'll be at, what is that, 37 Earth Gems, so a little under half of what I need. See, I'll have to really break the bank. I mean, Astral Pearls, I think if I alchemized all of these, I could get up to 60, and that would be like 65, 85, 80. Yeah, so if I consumed basically all my stockpile, I could get enough Earth Gems, which maybe is pretty terribly wasteful, but I mean, what am I doing with these gems anyway? It's like, I need more gems. So, you have to spend money to make money. That's what I say. And what am I, like, air gems, who cares? Death gems, nature gems, cool. Good thug equipment can be made with that. I can, like, twice born my units. But, who cares? Yeah, I think Earthblood Deepwell is more essential than those. So that's the end of this part.